What's up, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Viking Vibes, the St. Joseph by the Sea experience. We are here today with a very special guest who wears many hats in the St. Joseph by the Sea family. We're here with Rich Bruno. He's not only the athletic director, but he is also the director for performing arts at St. Joseph by the Sea High School. And that encompasses three unique things, right? That encompasses the drama, band, and also the choir. So very interesting that you go from sports and then you go into the world of drama. So talk to us a little bit about the whole program as a whole, and then we'll get into each one separately.
Yes, I'm a musician myself. I've been in bands since I was like 17 years old, so I always had interest in music. I have a daughter, Emma. She just graduated St. Joseph by the Sea, and she was always a drama kid, and I really forced
In a good way. That sounds weird when you say it that way. She was a good way, not a dramatic kid. She was a drama kid.
Both ways.
Okay, you could say that. You're a father.
There we go. She could sing, and she'd been in community theater since she's 6 years old.
Very cool.
And that's how I really got into Broadway and learned about all these productions, and I really came to appreciate it. And I've actually gone to Broadway, and I've seen all of these shows, so I really have a love and an interest for it.
You're like an onion. You got to peel all the layers back to get to what's inside.
That's right.
Facilities, right? We've spoken about facilities. We had you on a separate episode, which was great. We were talking about all the sports facilities.
Yes.
Let's talk about the facilities as it relates to the theater and the drama program.
Wow. Our drama program has really made a 180-degree turn. We renovated we used to call it the auditorium. Maybe you could still call it that. But
When I was there, we didn't call it anything. We didn't even have that building. So go ahead.
no, it's a professional theater.
Yeah.
We invested over a $250,000 into the theater with renovations, special soundproofing, and we invested in, I believe, it's a $60,000 plus sound system. And backstage, we made Broadway type of storage cubbies. We have professional dressing rooms for the actors and actresses. We have a professional construction crew that designs sets. So it's really come a long way. In fact, we actually installed LED lights in the runways of the theater.
Very cool. Like professional.
Yeah, like professional. Yeah, so you can see your seat when you're walking in the dark.
Very nice. And now this is a big theater. This isn't so. If anyone hasn't seen it before, how many people does this hold?
Almost 600 people.
600 people. And now this is a part of the campus for those that are listening and watching and unaware that it happened. So it's a part of the campus. A 600-seat, what'd you say, $250,000 building that was created for this drama program. And I think it's important to note, especially with you being here again, that in addition to C always looking out for the best interest of the students in every way, it's not that they just went and invested whatever the number was to light the football field. Not that they invested whatever they invested to simply provide sports with more ammunition and better facilities. They're investing in everything. Now, this program got a huge investment. So it's really giving all these students access to everything they need on every level, correct?
That's correct. We realize that every student is not an athlete. So whatever student is interested in, we try to foster an interest in that and support the student, thus the investment in our drama program. Another thing that Father Roddy likes to do is he likes to outsource certain programs to companies that have expertise. For example, perhaps another school running their own book and spirit store. We have Legends, which is like a professional athletic wear company and sport company. They're located on Page Avenue. They actually have a store in our school.
Right.
We have New York Chiro and PT doing physical therapy for any kids get hurt. We have Sports Science Lab, which is a private corporation doing our fitness. So it's just one more extension of that now comes into our theater program.
Who'd they bring in?
Spotlight Theater.
Those are the big boys, right?
Yes, they've been in community theater for over 20 years in Staten Island. It's run by Mario Loya. She has professional directors and dance choreographers and musicians, and it really has created an environment where the kids feel like they're like in a professional organization, like almost like a Broadway type of feel.
So they're getting an unmatched experience. And now that's the theater program. So talk about, I know there was some exciting news that happened. If it wasn't this past year, the year before, but wasn't the band, after it marched in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, didn't they receive an accolade or an award for the first time in history, or at least in the history of the borough?
Yes, the band is an interesting phenomenon. Father Riley hired Dr. Jose Diaz.
Yes, of course.
To run the band. He actually runs the band for Wagner College, and he's a tremendous asset. He's a great communicator, and he's really brought our band back tenfold. It's a traveling band. We always have a coach bus for almost every parade in Manhattan. A band is very active, and he really exposes the band to performing, not just in parades, but many other venues. What we didn't know was that these bands are rated, and it just caught us by surprise. We came in first place in the
First place, okay.
first place in the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
That's an amazing achievement. And it's something that no one even knew was something going on, right? Like that these bands were rated, like you said. So how did you find out? How did you get the award or the recognition or the honor?
He was notified. I'm not sure if he thought it was like a prank or something initially, but then he realized it was the real deal. He notified me, and then we ran it up to the chain, and we spread the accolades.
That's an amazing thing. So on a personal note, I also want to add that the band was nice enough, and Dr. Diaz was nice enough to have the kids a few months ago go to the Staten Island Ferry Hawk Stadium and be a part of what was now, I can say, the world's largest human puzzle piece in honor of autism awareness. And the C Band kicked off the whole ceremony. There were thousands of people there, and they were the ones who opened it up. They did the Star Spangled Banner, the Pledge of Allegiance. They were fantastic. So it was great having them, as you said, in different places, right? So it wasn't anything else other than a community event. They were there, they showed up, and they did a great job.
Yes, and if you like to play an instrument, come to see. There's almost every instrument in this band that you could think of, all different kind of horns, even a French horn, all types of drums, bass guitarist. We do like specialties. Like a fun thing is around Christmas time, the last day before the Christmas break, he goes outside. He makes an old-fashioned Salvation Army band. And as the kids are walking into school,
that's great.
They're out there playing like these old Christmas songs, which is really great.
So listen, like when I was a kid, the band was something like that was like not cool. But now it's a part of the fabric of St. Joe's, and this is something that kids are excited to do, and they're a part of the community. So that's just turning that around is actually a great achievement by St. Joe's to be able to do that.
Sure, and then it's the crossover. The kid in the band may also be in the drama program, who may also sing in the choir.
That's nice. Again, a full-rounded, full high school experience that's being given to all these kids. So what's new and what's in store this year?
Want to build up our choir.
Okay.
We had many seniors graduate, and then we did have a 7th and 8th grade greet and meet with Steven Rosenberg.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Steven Rosenberg is a music teacher in the school. He's a tremendous talent. The way he plays that piano, and he plays multi-instruments, he's really a musical genius, and he runs our choir program. The choir performs at all school masses, open houses, any type of special function. They sing complicated pieces, and so we anticipate our choir growing.
Perfect. And then what can kids and parents expect, or even incoming students, what can they expect as far as a show lineup this year? So how do you do that? How do you schedule the shows, and what do they look like?
We want to select fun shows that students will be interested in.
Right.
Last year, we had a really great Americana drama. It was called Our Town.
Okay.
Which the students love performing. And then for the spring musical, we did Les Mis, which is probably one of the hardest shows to do because every line is sung.
Right.
There's no talking. It really came together nice. The kids had a great time. There was a lot of camaraderie, a lot of great morale. And we even had several of our actors and actresses nominated for Minties.
So talk a little bit about that, because I know that's like a big thing in the world. So the Minties is actually founded by, correct me if I'm wrong, a former C alum, correct?
That's correct.
And now that's like a cadre of people who are voting on the best, the best drama, the best actors, the best actresses? What?
Best actor, best supporting actor, best actress, best supporting actress, best set design, best dance number. So it's really like the Grammys of Staten Island.
It's the Grammys of Staten Island.
Right.
I like that. All right, good. So that makes sense. For those who aren't familiar with it, it's the Grammys of Staten Island. So it sounds like you had a fantastic season last year. Now what's coming up this year?
Yes, we're doing Romeo and Juliet in the fall.
Another classic,
Shakespeare. And in the spring, we've selected Guys and Dolls, which is a fan favorite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yes.
And it's nice that they're, I'll be honest, I don't know the first one you said. What was the first one you said they did last year?
Our Town.
That one I never heard of, but everything else I know. So I guess it's good if you're engaging people who aren't even in that world, and they know and they're excited about it. You really bring the families together and everybody to come out and see these shows in that beautiful 600-seat theater that was just recently renovated. Anything else that people should know about the drama program, or how kids who are interested can learn more about it, anything like that?
You know what? At Sea, there's something for everyone. What's nice about the drama program, you don't have to be necessarily an actor or an actress or even know how to sing. You could just be part of the stage crew. We have a support staff that works the lighting board, kids that paint designs, kids that actually do carpentry work. There's really something for everyone at our high school.
It's not just being in the spotlight.
That's right.
There's more to it. For anyone interested in learning more about the drama program or anything at St. Joe's, we encourage you to visit josephc.org. Rich, we thank you for being here with us today. I appreciate your time. There you go. You got to reach around.
There we go.
Once again, that's it for this episode of Viking Vibes, the St. Joseph by the Sea experience. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media outlets. And of course, go to josephc.org to learn more about these programs and others. And that's a wrap.